Want to see something crazy? This salad, $23.32, but you get $5 off if you pick it up tonight.
Oh boy, we're going to be talking about one of my favorite subjects to talk about on the channel, and that is Canadian grocery prices and how inflated they are to maybe even places like the United States. We're going to discuss it in today's video and react to a bunch of TikToks of people talking about their latest grocery hauls and how ridiculously expensive it is. But before we do that, I want to let you guys know that about 90% of you guys are not yet subscribed to the channel. And if you find yourself coming back to the channel and watching more content, hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, let's dive straight into it today.
I feel like only Canadians might get this, but I just had to stop at Foodland, pick up a couple things because it's Holiday Monday, and I thought I'd grab some stuff from lunches. And I just got to thinking, what's it like for people that actually get groceries at Foodland? What's that like for you? Do you live in a castle? Do you have a personal chef and a helicopter that takes you everywhere? Because I don't know what that is like, or if there are actual Canadians that can afford to get groceries, like full groceries at Foodland, but it is not this girl. Holy.
Now, if you guys are in the States, you may not know what Foodland even is. If you're Canadian, there's a chance you might have not have been to a Foodland. Foodlands are usually grocery stores in smaller towns like cottage country. So I know Foodland because where my grandparents' cottage was when I was a kid, there was a Foodland right down the street. And I always remembered it having pretty cheap prices. I mean, at least my parents thought so when we'd go shopping together there during a cottage summer. Now, apparently that's not the case.
You want to see something crazy? This salad, $23.32, but you get $5 off if you pick it up tonight. This one, 21. 15. That's nuts.
Those are honestly prices of restaurant food. And you're getting just, what, a pre-made crappy salad. At this point, I know it's still expensive to do this at the grocery store. We're talking about 2025 prices, but you might as well just get all the ingredients and make it yourself. I know it's convenient, but my God, you're paying for the convenience and you're paying up for the convenience. If you're looking at $22 for a freaking salad that might not even fill one person.
I used to be one of those people that was really annoying and used to say that it is just as cheap to eat healthy as it is to eat unhealthy, so you have absolutely no excuse to be buying junk when it's just so cheap to buy healthy food. But I have to take that back now because I just went grocery shopping and it cost $117, and basically all I bought was fresh fruits and vegetables and yogurt. The only unhealthy or not nutritious thing I bought was a box of cookies, and it cost me $117. Let me show you what I got. Yogurt, frozen fruit, fresh fruits, vegetables, butter, which, by the way, about $8 for that. Anyways, granola, cereal, coconut milk, regular milk. That is the whole. That was $117. That's not even a full week's worth of food. There's no meat, there's no beans, there's none of my protein that I would eat through the whole week. There's no grains. That's just fruits and vegetables. So, I take it back. It is not just as cheap to eat healthy as it is unhealthy. I am in a very privileged position to not have to worry about how much I spend on groceries, but so many people aren't, which means that so many people are just not eating fresh fruits and vegetables. Not even that. It's not even cheap to get frozen fruits and vegetables. Those are expensive too. It's a privilege at this point to be able to eat well. It should not be a privilege to be able to eat fruit and vegetables. That's actually disgusting.
Well, we just saw that in the previous example, right? It's not cheaper to eat healthy. They were charging $22 for pre-made salads at Loblaws, and that doesn't surprise me. It is a Loblaws at the end of the day. So Loblaws and Sobeys, those two grocery stores, more than any other grocery store, I find to be the biggest price gougers. Now, there's even places like Costco as well, and that's kind of crazy because you have to pay a membership, and I've done videos on that before as well. This next video I find to be the most fascinating. That's why I saved it to the end, because this is an American in Canada who is reacting to the grocery prices here, and he's in shock of how expensive it is in Canada.
All right, guys, I'm an American. I'm in Canada right now, and I want to go over how bad it is here. I'm at the Walmart, and y'all should see the prices. All right, let's start with strawberries. Look at this. Yeah. Now let's go to the apples. How bad could it be? It doesn't stop there. All right, let's go to bananas. Let's see how bad bananas are, right? Let's walk over here and see. What about oranges? Oranges can't be that bad, right? Let's go over here and see. No, I would say pretty bad. And for those of you who are going to be like, oh, it's because there's a difference in the money. No, there's not, because I've already done some of the math on this. Like, let me give you an example here, okay? For the chicken, right? Do the conversion you want. Like, it's $1 something more than it would be back in Texas where I'm from. It's like $1.50 or 60 more for a rotisserie chicken. All right, let's look at some of these prices. I don't know how bad these are. I don't buy this stuff, but let's see. $2.97. Okra is $5. Asparagus is $7. Cabbage $1.27. All right, now let's look at some of the meats, like the chicken and stuff like that. $20 is insane. Let's go over here. This small pack, $2.24. Let's move here, $14, just so y'all can see this too. They say buy Canadian, right? Absolutely insane. All right, now let's look at some ground beef. Don't fall for the bullshit you're hearing that it's just the money difference or whatever, bro. It is expensive as fuck over here.
You know what's kind of crazy is, as I've reacted to a lot of grocery haul videos on the channel, and the prices that he was looking at didn't surprise me at all. It wasn't even that expensive compared to some of the stuff I've seen recently at places like the Real Canadian Superstore or Loblaws. Those prices seem kind of cheap to me, but maybe that's because it's at Walmart, and Walmart's known for cheaper groceries, I guess. I don't do too much shopping at Walmart, but if you guys do, leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, and what's the craziest grocery haul you've ever seen, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.